Man, the phone's playing up here, so let's get to it. Last chapter. Chapter 7. You got this. Chapter 7. You got this. You got this. You have got this. I know that most people talk down to you like you're a child or that you're beneath them, but you are not. You got this. And if you work really hard and never give up, you will find your talents. And then don't be like how I used to be and focus on trying to be really good at things that are popular, like rugby or whatever it is, and try to be good at them so that you can receive recognition and acceptance and to not have people look down upon you. Now you got this. You don't need their approval because by my experience, you'll never get it. You'll never get accepted by the crowd, by my experience. No great person ever has. Jesus said, if the world hates you, remember it hated me first. If it hated me, then what makes you think that it won't hate you? Now that's not exact word for word, but that's the exact same message as what the Bible says. And who knows what he really said, if he really said it. But you get the gist. Unconditional love is hated and despised by those who don't have it to give. Let me say that again. Unconditional love is hated and despised by those who don't have it to give. Now, let's do an exercise. I want you to relax. Breathe in and out. 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 Now, let's use that imagination of yours. Your memory also. Just imagine that everyone that you had a relationship with in your entire life are all standing before you. Whether it be your parents, your siblings, your aunts, your uncles, cousins, extended relatives, church authorities, spiritual group leaders, sports team associates, sports team friends, school teachers, whoever. They are all before you. Now make all those who only cared about you so long as you were a part of their group, so long as they're part of their group, otherwise they wouldn't care about you, make them disappear. Now, with all the people that you have left, if you have any, and that's being realistic, if we say if you have any, with all the people you have left, go and apologize and say, I'm sorry for all the mean things that you've said and the attitude that you may have had towards them when you were operating out of confusion, frustration, anger, anxiety, fear, self-hatred, and ignorance. And let them know that you forgive them from the bottom of your heart for what they had said and done and the attitudes that they had towards you. When they were operating out of confusion, frustration, anger, anxiety, fear, self-hatred, and ignorance. But first, you truly, truly forgive them and apologize from the bottom of your heart. Wait for them to ask you for your forgiveness for what they have said and done and the attitudes towards you when they were operating out of these emotions as well. Now, let's be honest. You have always stood up to people who were talking trash about you, haven't you? I know I have. You have always stood up against the bullies. Okay, come out of your meditation. So have I. And I do it immediately. I tell them how I feel immediately. When I was growing up It was eventually. But now it is immediately. And I'm proud of myself for it. And you should be too. You should be proud of that. Because they knew that you were heavily outnumbered because you were different. You are different.